So as we said in the last class, we'll see about CPCPK. So that will be included in the basic terms. So now let us see what are basic terms. So in the basic terms, we are going to see about what are the normal basic terms. What is a data, mean, median, mode, standard deviation, sigma and bigger S, then minimum maximum range, then what is 1 sigma, 2 sigma, 3 sigma, 4 sigma, 5 sigma and 6 sigma, then CPCPK. So we'll cover here only what is this 1 sigma, 2 sigma, 3 sigma. So for example, in the process we are going to see, say example, the data is 1 2 3, something like this. So here the process mean will be 2, that is a middle value. Then standard deviation will be 1, that means from 2 1 mm positive variation is there, so negative variation is there, and 1 mm positive variation is there. So this standard deviation is nothing but the sample standard deviation. So as we discussed, what will happen, this will become 6 sigma. It will become 6 mm variation in the production. Correct? So therefore, what we are going to see is in 1 sigma, if it is 1 sigma, what will be the variation? If it is 2 sigma, what will be the variation? 3 sigma, 4 sigma, and 5 and 6 sigma. So 6 sigma is not plus or minus, it is a total. It's a total variation, right? That's nothing but we are going to consider as total variation. That means plus side 3 sigma, minus side 3 sigma. Why equally we are dividing? Because we are taking the process average, process mean or process average. Yes. Now let us see basic terms, normal basic terms. What is a dimension? Specification, tolerance, types of tolerance, fits, types of fits. So what is a dimension? So in the production in our companies, we'll all be using dimension. What is a dimension? Dimension is a term which represents a feature, mean value and tolerance. So dimension means it's the entire thing. What is the entire thing? Say this is a cylinder, it is having a diameter. So we'll say in terms of, if you say the dimension, you need to represent the feature as well. The feature is diameter and 4 plus or minus 1 mm. That means we are going to tell the feature, tell the middle value and tell the upper and lower tolerance. So the entire thing is considered as a dimension. So if someone asks a dimension, what is a dimension? You should not say 4, you should say diameter 4 plus or minus 1 mm. For example, diameter, and this is symbol of diameter 4 plus or minus 1 mm. So the entire thing along with the feature, along with the center value and along with the tolerance, everything is said to be the dimension. So in the above example, the dimension pronounces as diameter 4 mm and tolerance plus or minus 1 mm, or we can say dia 4 plus or minus 1 mm. Completely you should tell along with the feature and middle value and as well as tolerance. So the entire thing is called dimension. So now you got what clearly what is dimension is. Suppose they're asking the dimension of this. So you should say height 10 plus or minus 1 mm. So represent like this in the symbol. Okay. Now let us see what is specification. Specification defines the lower and higher limits of the feature. For example, this is a diameter for plus or minus 1. This is a dimension. How you can tell in specification? This can be represented as LSL 3 mm and USL 5 mm. So we can say spec is 3 to 5 mm. So you're specifying the lower limit and the upper limit. Therefore, this is called specification. So what is the difference between dimension and the specification? In case of dimension, customer is telling produce the mean value, it is very good for my assembly. In case of specification, when you produce 3 also same result, 5 also same result, and 4 also same result. Therefore, he has given the specification. Anywhere within the specification is acceptable. So for this we can make a hard gauge, some sort of ring gauge or something. So this is a specification. Next, tolerance. Tolerance represents a allowable limit for the mean dimension from the feature. So the feature is diameter. This is the basic size. So what is telling, plus side 1 mm you can vary, minus side 1 mm you can vary. So that is a tolerance. The allowable tolerance for the nominal dimension is plus or minus 1 mm from the mean value. Therefore, the total allowable tolerance is 2 mm. Total allowable tolerance is 2 mm. So yeah, you got what is tolerance as well. Next, types of tolerance. Bilateral tolerance. Bilateral tolerance defines from the nominal dimension, the allowable dimension can be varied at the both positive and negative side. Say for example, dia 4 plus or minus 1 mm. It's a bilateral tolerance. Dia 4 plus 1.5 mm minus 1 mm. This is also bilateral tolerance. Then what is unilateral tolerance? So unilateral tolerance, I missed it. Unilateral tolerance is, say there is a feature and you're telling flatness should be 0 to 0.005 micron. So it is a one-sided tolerance and you're telling from 0 it should be some value. That is called unilateral tolerance. That is about unilateral tolerance. The tolerance can be same at both positive and negative side. The tolerance can be different at both positive and negative side. So the both are called as bilateral tolerance. Unilateral tolerance is that it is having only one specified value towards one side. Correct? Yes. Now, what are fits? Fits, in the fits we are going to see clearance, transition and the interface. There are types of fits in an assembly. So usually we consider hole and shaft based system for the explaining the different types of fit. So the first one is clearance fit. For the hole and shaft based assembly, there will be a clearance. Say this is an shaft and this is an hole. So there will be, when you assemble it, well, there will be a clearance. So you can easily take in, uh, we can assemble it and disassemble easily. So this is called clearance fit. Transition fit. For the hole and shaft based assembly, there will be a tight locking which can be removed with a light pressure. See, this is a hole and this is called clearance fit. Okay, and this is called transition, mean there will be a light locking which can be removed with a light pressure. This is called transition fit. And the third one is interference fit. For the hole and shaft, permanent interface locking rigidly after the assembly. So like this, interference will be there where there is a chance that hole can expand during the assembly or the shaft can compress. This is an permanent fit where it is very difficult to remove. This is called interference fit. So now you understood the different types of fit. Next we are going to see what is data.